And welcome back to the MLG Meadowlands pregame show. Puckett, DMAC, Nexy breaking down Halo 3. We just talked about the teams that we see competing this weekend. DMAC, he's calling straight ripping to win the entire thing. Nexy, he's got triggers down, but now it's time to talk about the players, some of the specific players we're looking out for. And guys, I know we all have one or two players that we're going to be watching closer than the rest. Nexy, I want to start off with you. Who do you have your eye on this weekend?
Let's do it. This one's easy for me. I haven't given him much love in the past, but I got to go with my boy Ghost Ayami. I've known Ghost Ayami forever. DMAC's known Ghost Ayami forever. Even Chris. I mean, we know Ghost Ayami, and we've slapped every label on him. He's been the up-and-comer. He's been that clutch player. He's been the rising star. Every name we've given it to him in some time in the circuit. Now he's becoming the leader. This is sick. I mean, look where Carbon started last year. Look where they ended. And I'll tell you why. Ghost Ayami will say it himself. He's like, I stepped up, I filled a role. And I think we're going to see big things out of him coming into this event and the rest of the season.
You know, I can't hate on that pick. You got to love what Ghost is doing there with Carbon. You know, he is the newest member to the Carbon team, like the old original Carbon, the 2006 national champions. But he really impressed me in Vegas with his play. He seemed to get the players around him fired up. Captain Anarchy, who knew he could go off like he did in Vegas. And I really think that Ghost Ayami has really rubbed off on those players pretty well. But DMAC, that's Nexy's pick. I want to get your pick here. Who are you watching this
Nexy
weekend?
had a great pick, but I'm going to have to go with Strong Side. And the reason I go with Strong Side, here's a player who was on Final Boss last season. Here's a player who also has been the rising star. Here's a player, when Snipe Down was coming up, they were calling him the next Strong Side. And what does he do in the offseason? He leaves Final Boss, and he says, all right, I'm going to go join Status Quo. And everybody's sitting there like, what? What is he about to do? All right? They all questioned his decision. And what did he do? He went to everybody's house, and he dominated everybody on land. They beat Straight Rippin'. They got really close to Triggers Down. They beat Instinct. They handled everybody. Strong Side is the player to watch at this event.
You know, and I never understood it. When I first saw on the forums that Strong Side is teaming with a guy named Flamesword, I had to go and look up Flamesword's VOD immediately. You know, I got to say that Strong Side, he has an eye for talent, and he seems to be pulling a Walshy in this situation. He, for the first time in his career, is the captain of the team. I had a chance to sit down with him at lunch yesterday, and he was telling me, I cannot wait to play. I have 3 guys who believe in what we're doing. They want to win more than anyone else here, and they listen to me. So, you know, Strong Side, he's going to be
That's
very
right. Talking of Strong Side, he's starting fresh. Strong Side's jump-started. I don't know if you remember the old Strong Side. Energy all the time. I mean, we still see it, but he's totally jump-started. I can't wait to see him play.
All right, well, you picked Ghost Ayami. You got Strong Side.
Who are you picking, Puckett?
I got Victory X, baby.
Ooh, that's not
pick.
bad.
That's right.
Very good pick.
The fresh face on Final Boss. The Victory X Ogre 2 combo, I couldn't ask for more. They've been sending me videos, and, you know, Victory X's name on Xbox Live is Sictory X, and it couldn't be more fitting. The kid is just nasty. Ogre 2, he doesn't have to play with Dan, Ogre 1 anymore. Instead, he's got a new partner to work with. I can't wait to see these two play, especially on Narrows. It's just some of the sickest teamwork I've ever seen out of a duo.
Very underrated player.
So Victor X, he's my player to watch. But after, you know, scanning the games going on, some of the practice warm-ups here, I'm also keeping my eye on Naded. Naded, he's looking strong here. Naded, of course, being on New Order with Karma.
They got a hard teams to beat in their bracket.
They do.
Both of those players
Status
will be
quo,
featured
round
tonight.
one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, guys, those are some of the big names we're watching. Now, let me ask you a question. We've been talking a lot about this around the office. You know, we've seen the level of competition grow in the 2008 season. It seems like new faces are rising to the top, and then we start to compare them to some of the big names out there, and sometimes we say those new players rising are getting close or even better than some of those big names. Who are some of the players that you expect to be poached off of the lower-seeded teams and will be seen being featured on higher-seeded teams by the end of the season?
Okay, so what does it require to be on a high-level team? You have to be consistent, and you have to make big plays. One player who does this consistently is Poweezy. Think about it. His slaying ability is through the roof. So I know it's a good pick. I mean, when you're watching Poweezy's screen, even with his name not there, you know who's playing. And he does it against amateurs. He plays the same way against pros. It's very fluid, very consistent, and that's what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And that was a good pick, but I'm going to go in a different direction here. I'm going to go with Ace. And I'm going to go
Strong Side's teammate.
I'm going to go with the knowledgeable player, the player who has it in the genes, Elamite Warrior's brother. He turned 16 yesterday. Happy birthday, Ace. But here's a player who, in the offseason, people say that he is the most improved player in the game. He's taken his game to a different level. He is a big reason why Status Quo has had so much success in these lands. Ace is going to be picked up, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he's teaming with his brother by the end of the season.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ace on straight ribbon.
I'm not saying I'm expecting it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Just wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you coach Straight Rippin, and then you have an entire offseason. Of course he improved.
Yeah.
He got to see Straight Rippin in the finals. I mean, that'll improve me, and you know what I mean? Like,
That's very true.
I don't think that would improve.
I definitely like your guys' picks. You know, Powwow, he's been shown in the ESPN top 10s with his amazing triple kill from Dallas last season. Ace, coaching Straight Rippin right there in the finals. I talked to Ogre, too, saying amazing things about this guy after the LAN. But my pick, it's Gunshot. You know, Gunshot, I'm probably going to get some crap for this pick, but I really like the kid. I didn't really like him when he first started out. I thought he was stubborn, didn't change his ways. He wasn't very good at communicating. He's changed all that. Amazing communication, a great person to hang out with. He just participated in the Pro-Am, and the kid put up 18-4 on Construct Team Slayer. He was right there on the same team with Poweezy and just outscored him, outstatted him. Gunshot, I expect big things out of him. He's playing on Ambush, but I don't see how much farther Ambush can place than their 7th seed, which they're coming in with. I expect him to be gobbled up by one of our higher seeded teams this season.
Yeah, me too.
Well, guys, those are the players we're going to watch. We get a chance to see quite a few of them on the main stage later this weekend. But coming up next, D-Mac, you're not going to be seen anymore because I'm going to be introducing the audience to the newest member of the production team, and it's not who you think it is. Nope, it's not Gandhi, and she's a lot better looking than both of you. We'll be right back with the Old Spice Reporter.